Hi, I'm Fee.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
After gaining over 4,600 subscribers in the month of September alone, I decided that this was the perfect time to introduce myself to some of you who may not have a clue who I am and hit the subscribe button, but also reintroduce myself to those of you who may have known me for a while. I realized I never properly introduced myself, so let's fix that. First thing you need to know is that I have been married for over 15 years now, 16 years in January. I'm a mom of two. I had my first child when I was 23 years old and my second child when I was 27. I live in Dallas, Texas. We decided to move here a year and a half ago from Memphis, Tennessee. I've been in Memphis my entire life. I'm an entrepreneur, a speaker, as well as a consultant, and now a YouTuber. One thing that I have learned about life is that you are going to live multiple lives in the one that you're currently living now. I think for so long, it took me a really long time to embrace this idea that I could be more than one thing, more than one person. I thought that I always just had to pick a lane and stick to it. And I'm learning now at 35, you don't have to pick any lane. All you really have to do is be obedient to the Holy Spirit. The thing that I have learned that has been the most significant lesson to me as of recent is keep moving forward. Or as I like to tell some people, keep failing forward. The thing that I want you to know most about me is that I'm just me. I'm Fee. My name means happy. My mom likes to remind me of this as often as she can because she just always wanted me to walk around life not allowing things to affect me too much. And so she's just like, I named you with purpose. Your name is Felicia. It means happy. And then my middle name means the people's victory. Something that you should know about this space is that you're not coming to just get a highlight reel. This is going to be the space where I simply show up, build something, and figure things out as I go. This channel is my life. The vlogs, the messy middle, discovering Dallas, rediscovering motherhood and how I want to show up as a mother and a wife now, my walk as a Christian in this world, the beauty moments, the fashion, because I love fashion, y'all. I have been in love with fashion since I can remember. Low key, I really want to be like the Miranda Priestley of the world. And yes, we're also going to talk about productivity because that's who I am at my core. One thing that I truly believe in is execution, and I believe commitment breeds discipline and consistency. This space is also something bigger. I'm starting over. Same vision, different method. Because if I can be frank with y'all, I've been through a lot in these last few years. It's been a ton of transitions, the move, watching my children grow up, building a business, letting a business go, a lot. I've built things, I've lost things, and I've learned things. And now I'm not just rebuilding from scratch. I'm rebuilding from experience. And this time around, I'm doing it with my priorities in mind. God, family, and myself. I gotta put me first, Lucius. And that's another thing that y'all should know. I talk about God a lot here because honestly, I don't know how to separate my day-to-day life from my faith walk. It is the core of who I am and everything that I do. I've had to learn to trust God through every single season of my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, but yet he has still remained. And so in this space, you're going to hear about God. You're going to hear about my faith walk. You're going to hear about how I had to trust him through a hard moment, through a hard chapter, a hard season of my life. And you're also going to hear about the wins and the victories and how I continue to give him praise throughout all of it. Because it's what keeps me grounded. I forgot to put some concealer right in the middle of my forehead. The other thing that you're going to find here from me is that I am determined to still show up with joy. Point blank, period. There is nothing that is going to deter me or distract me from showing up full of joy, full of gratitude, and full of faith, no matter what. Because that's the goal anyway. I'm driven by the dreams that wake me up at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'm not your average creator. I'm somebody that is structured and creative, and I find that that is definitely a rare blend in this space. And I love it here. I love that I can go and create and film and edit my own videos and all those things, but I'm also structured enough to plan them out. I understand strategy. I understand what it takes to build, and I understand the grit and the grind that it takes to execute on the things that you've mapped out. I will say though, probably the biggest lesson that I've learned, or one of the biggest, is that it really doesn't matter how much I plan. His plans are always bigger and better. So you may be wondering, okay, what are we gonna get on this channel? Well, I can tell you. First things first, you're gonna get me. You're gonna get my walk, my journey, my day-to-day life via weekly vlogs. You'll see glimpses of my family, not enough. My husband, my children, unless they make that choice to sign up for this space, I'm not going to constantly have a camera in their face. You're going to see how I take care of myself, how I own and manage my time, and how I'm so protective of the boundaries that I've set for me. And if I'm being real honest with you, you're going to see me be a little selfish. Because that's just the season of life that I'm in. I'm rebuilding from scratch. And I fully understand that whatever I do right now sets the stage and determines what's coming later. Well, she did that. The other thing that y'all should know is I'm an only child. So that means I value my time to myself. I love being with my girls. I love being with my family. But I also value being alone. So I do quite a bit solo. And I'm okay with that. Which also means that most of my life happens right here at the house. So one week, you may see me decide that I want to start a whole new routine, that the current routine that I have is no longer working for me. You may see me go do a Walmart try-on haul. You may see me go out to eat with my girlfriends. You may see me show up to my children's games and cheer them on. You may see me simply lay in the bed on a Saturday because I'm exhausted from the week and I need a moment. But you're also going to see the real moments. You're going to see the hard days. You're going to see the pivots. You're going to see the strategy calls. Even now, the DoorDash moments. All of these moments where I am literally figuring out who is Felicia now. And as I'm figuring out who Felicia is, I'm going to let you know. I'm not here to sell you a course. I'm also not here to pretend that I have it all figured out. I'm simply here to live my life out loud and prayerfully inspire some girls along the way. Ooh, that blush hits. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here for a while, thank you for giving me a reason to keep going. I am not a failure. I'm a woman who's tried, learned, and I'm trying again. I'm committed to staying rooted in who I am, no matter what that looks like, week to week. This is just the beginning. Just like I built something incredibly beautiful before, I plan to rebuild something beautiful now, but with even more intention, more boundaries, if I'm keeping it real with you. So yeah, this is me. This is my space. This is the beginning of something new. And I believe that God is going to do something incredible in this space. So thank you for subscribing and being a part of the journey and along for the ride. I would love for you to drop down in the comments, introduce yourself to me. Let me know who you are, how old you are, where you live. Do we have anything in common? I can tell you guys, I'm a New Year's Day baby. I brought in the 90s. My favorite food, do not judge me, ironically, is corn. It's been my favorite food since I was a kid. Probably not the healthiest thing, I know, but it's what I like. My favorite color is teal. I love the color teal, turquoise, seafoam, anything that falls within like the ocean mist, sagey green, those type of colors. Any calming colors are always going to be my go-to vibes. I'm a true homebody and an extreme introvert. I know online it may not appear to be like that, but I promise you, in person, I am an introvert. I can only handle so much for a certain amount of time, and even then, I am the person that you're gonna see in the back of the room, not bothering anybody. I've been like that for as long as I can remember, and I deal with extreme imposter syndrome because anytime I walk into a room, I don't want to make people feel like I'm taking the spotlight away from them. But that changes now at 35. If you feel inferior because I walked into the room, that's your problem, no longer mine. And so that's where I'm at. That's my space now. This is what this is. This is all about feed. This is how I can show up and serve. This is me following the path that God has laid out before me. So I hope you'll stick around. And then tell some of your girlfriends to come and stick around with us too. that's it. I just wanted to reintroduce myself, let you guys get to know who I am and who is this girl that keeps showing up on my YouTube every single week. It's me. I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.